Welcome to my Are You Test Ready videos. In this video we're going to be looking at roundabouts. I'm based in Cardiff and mainly operate out of the Llanishen Driving Test Centre. Now, as in the previous video, which I will link up above, which is traffic lights, these are not driving test routes. These are just areas where you may drive on your driving test, and it's to give you a better understanding of what to expect when on your driving test. So we're going to be looking at roundabouts today, and it's mini roundabouts, it's larger roundabouts, and there's some big roundabouts. Some have only got 2 exits, some have got 3, some of them have got 4. So we're going to be looking at how to navigate these roundabouts correctly for your driving test and beyond. So we're going to move away from here and we're going to have a little look around, make sure everything's all good to go. Now, as I said, this is not a test route. This is just to get you familiar with how to navigate roundabouts on this one. We are starting at the driving test centre in Cardiff, so because I want to show these videos of the area which you could be driving. So the driving test centre is actually just around the corner on my right hand side, and I'm just going to go for first gear here. There's a lot of things happening, making sure nobody's jumping junctions. So I'm going to be turning right at the end of the road. So the driving test centre is on my right hand side. So rear right mirrors. It's a right position with the right signal, and I'm just going to have a little look. I'm going to hold it on the clutch here because I don't want to be stopping unnecessarily and giving myself a hill start. So joining a new road, checking my rear, checking my right, and I'm on Lambourne Crescent at the moment. So as you can see, it's nice wide roads to start with anyway, but don't forget these are not driving test routes. These are just to get, these videos in this series is just to get you test ready. So I may do videos which are in a totally different area, but I am based in Cardiff. So at the end of this road I'm going to be turning right. I'm on Park T glass at the moment. So rear right mirrors. I'm not going to signal, I'm just going to change my position because I got a little junction here, so I'm going to signal just after it. And I'm just going to wait until I can move forward. So these videos, they should take around 25-30 minutes to complete. So just checking my left and checking to my right. There are vehicles coming both ways, so I'm just going to wait patiently. Vehicle on my left is actually blocking my view a bit, but I've got space coming up after a 4x9. There's a little courser coming up after this next 4x4. So I'm checking my left through this car. So the space is coming up after this courser, nothing coming from my left. And away you go. Joining a new road. Checking behind, checking right. So I'm just going to take my time here. This is 20-mile-an-hour zone. And I'm on T Glass Avenue at the moment. And the roundabouts are about to start up in the next couple of 100 yards. So don't forget this particular video is just focusing on roundabouts and how we navigate them, and to get you familiar with the areas. They're not test routes. So my first roundabout is coming up now within the next 200 yards, and I'm going to be, it's a mini roundabout. I'm going to be turning right. So when I reach this black car on my left hand side, I'm going to start checking my mirrors. So rear, right mirrors. I'm going to signal just as I reach the speed hump, because that's about 6 cars away. That's enough warning for anyone. Nothing coming from my right hand side. So I check my rear, my left mirrors. I'm just going to tap my indicator just to show that I'm coming off. I'm not going to push and click because I don't want people coming out this junction here thinking that I'm turning. Now, a lot of people say that you don't need to indicate to come off a mini roundabout. It's good practice to try and put your indicators on just to let people know where you're going. So yes, they are a lot tighter, but if you slow the vehicle down enough, you should have time to actually put your indicators on. So just make sure that if it is safe to do it, then you should be putting your indicators on. The main priority is making sure that it's safe to come off the roundabout, but examiners will be looking on your driving test if those indicators are necessary. So it's always good to practice putting your indicators on when you're actually coming off a roundabout. So next roundabout's coming up in a couple of 100 yards, and I'm on Fiddler's Road at the moment. Again, it's a nice wide road, there's a lot of parked vehicles. As you can see by the wipers coming on now and again, it's not the best of days today. It's very overcast. So give yourself plenty of room to accommodate for the vehicles in front and for behind. We don't want to be any heavy braking. We don't want to be getting too close to something where it's going to cause us a major problem. So just give yourself plenty of room to deal with whatever's around you. So I'm going to go around this van, so I'm just going to check my right mirror, and the next roundabout is coming up then. So I'm going to be turning right, third exit, and I'm going to check my rear and my right mirrors and take a right position. I'm not going to go tight to this white line because I can see these vehicles need to cross it slightly. So rechecking again, signals this time. There's nothing coming from my right, there's a learner coming from my right now, but I got time to get in the roundabout. I'm not going to hit the gas pedal. Rear, left mirrors, left signal to come off, and then I got another roundabout coming up. And I'm on Heathwood Road at the moment. So it's a smaller roundabout. There's an island in the middle, so if it's an island, it's not really classed as a mini roundabout, and I'm going to be turning left. So rear left mirrors. I'm going to signal just after this van and then pull back into the left hand side. Vehicle coming from my right, so I'm not pressing the gas pedal. Now I am, because I can go. Right mirror to come out. So the idea of roundabouts is to try and keep the flow of the traffic going. We don't want to be stopping unnecessarily. We want to try and keep it moving the best we can. So we only stop when it's necessary. We don't stop because we can stop. We only stop because we should be stopping. So right mirror to come around this vehicle. And I got a roundabout coming up ahead of me. It's quite a large roundabout. It's not even round. So on this one, I'm going to be taking the 4th exit to the right. I'm on Lake Road North at the moment. I'm going to check my rear, my right mirrors. I'm going to hold the right position as I go over the speed hump. I'm going to right signal. Not sure where the bus is going, so I'm going to pick first gear. Checking this exit here. second gear as I go into the roundabout, and because I'm going to the right, I'm going to stick to the right hand side. Now if you have any difficulties judging the roundabout, just put your door mirror on top of the roundabout, and that should give you a good position as you're going round. So now I'm on Lake Road West, and I'm going to be taking a little side road up here in a second, and then coming back out onto that roundabout. So turning's coming up, so rear and left mirrors, left signal. I'm going to pick first gear as I come in, because I'm forced to go onto the wrong side of the road. I can see it's safe. Checking behind. And then at the end of this road, I'm going to be turning left. I'm in Wild Gardens Road at the moment. I'm just wary that somebody might walk out from behind one of these vehicles. Rear and left mirrors, left signal. Checking my right. Anything coming from my left is going to be in the middle of the road, so I'm going to come out slowly to make sure nothing is coming. And then I got the large roundabout, which we just done the fourth exit on, and now I'm going to be doing the third exit. Now the third exit is to the right, so rear and right mirrors. I'm going to do a right signal. Can't quite see, so I'm just going to slow down enough to give myself that time to see inside the roundabout. Picking first gear. So go in. Because I start on the right, I stay to the right. My door mirror's just on top of the curb. Rear, left mirrors, left signal. New road, checking behind, checking right. Now I'm on Llandennis Road. So even if you're not taking your driving tests in Cardiff, or you're not trying to get familiar with the roads in Cardiff, these videos should help you with approach to roundabouts. And the only reason for this series of videos is to try and get you more aware of what's going on around you and what could happen. Road's just bearing to the left here, and then we're going to have another roundabout where we're going to go second exit straight ahead. So because it's second exit, it's no road marking, so it's left position, so rear, left mirrors. I'm going to come off the gas pedal for this black car and for the speed hump. If it's safe to go, I'm going to give myself a little bit of gas, staying to the left, rear, left mirrors, left signal. Right mirror to come around these parked cars. So I'm back on Fiddlers Road. And I'm just going to ease off the gas slightly just to give myself a little bit more thinking time here. Got about a 6-car gap. That's enough space for me to think. And I'm not going to close the gap up. If the gap gets bigger, I'm just going to check my speed and see if it's because I'm going too slow for whatever's in front of me, or what's going on around me, or it's just to try and work out why things are happening. So I'm doing 16 mile an hour, 17 mile an hour. The vehicle in front is starting to move away, but there's a lot of activity on the road, so I'm not going to build up my speed too much. Right mirror to come around these parked cars. Now I'm just building the speed up 1 mile an hour at a time. So I'm on 18 at the moment. Now I'm on 19. So as you can see, I've got plenty of space in front to think. And because I'm getting very, very close to the speed limit, nobody's trying to go around me. So just be aware when there's a load of parked vehicles, something could jump out in front of you. Two people walking out front there. If I was a little bit closer, that could have caused me a major problem. Right mirror to come out again. As I go around the next bend, I got another roundabout, and I'm going to be taking the second exit to the right. So because I know where I'm going, I'm going to start to check my mirrors back here and start to drift into a right position as I come into the bend. So I've got two lanes in front of me, one left, one right. So rear, right mirrors, right signal to confirm my position. Nothing coming from my right, which has caused me a problem. Rear, left mirrors, left signal, right mirror to come round the parked van. Left mirror to come back in. Then I'm going to be taking the next left, which is just after this next bend. So right mirror to come out. And there's an island in the middle of the road, that's where the turn is. So mirrors, signals, and I'm turning into Station Road. If your indicator cancels, make sure it goes back on. I'm not going to accelerate as I turn in because I can see there's a load of parked vehicles and I need to be coming in a nice straight line. So roundabout coming up. This one's actually got a sign for it, and I'm going to be taking the first exit to the left. Left mirror to come in. I've got somebody in the road, so I'm not going to touch the gas pedal. So rear, left mirrors. I'm going to take a left position because I've got a junction and a zebra crossing. I'm going to signal just after this junction. Nothing coming from my right. Checking behind, checking right. Because I've checked my right mirror, no, there's nothing there, so I can come out around these parked vehicles. So now I'm on T-Glass Road, right mirror to come back out again. So I've got two sets of traffic lights coming up now before I hit the next roundabout. But I want to hit a busier roundabout just so you can see how we plan for these roundabouts. So I am going to be turning right on this set of traffic lights, so rear, right mirrors. Lights are changing back, so I'm going to check behind again. I can't indicate yet because I've got a driveway here and a junction there. But the lane position should be enough to tell people where I'm going. But as soon as I start to move, I will put the indicator on. And if you are caught up on traffic lights, if you watched the previous video, I just say, just take your time, relax, recompose yourself, make sure that you know what's going on around you. Just check your mirrors every now and again. And before you move away, check your side mirrors again. There's not much you can do about traffic lights. You've just got to go with the flow when the flow's available. So left lane's starting to move, so the right lane should start to kick in a second. Lights are now changing, checking both sides. As I start to move, I'm going to signal. And there's another set of traffic lights coming up, and just after is the roundabout which I want to hit. which is a little bit busier, but I'm going to be turning right, third exit. So because I know the roundabout's coming up just after the traffic lights, I'm going to start to change my position before the traffic lights. So rear, right mirrors, right position. Traffic lights are just in front. They're on green at the moment, so they might change. So check behind again, just in case. Still got a green light. So I'm going to come in the right hand lane, and the roundabout's just in front. There's a sign just on my left hand side. So rear, right mirrors, right signal, because everything's started to creep forward. I'm going to pick first gear as I come over this zebra crossing. One, just to make sure I can get over the zebra crossing, and two, it gives the vehicles in front time to start to move. So at the moment there's vehicles on my right coming into the roundabout, and the exit road is quite busy and slow moving, but there is time for me to go. I'm not going to change gear. Rear, left mirrors, left signal, and then I'm going to be taking the next left. So rear and left mirrors. Going to pick first gear, can't see far enough into the junction. So that was Thornhill Road there, and now I'm on Hoyle Iscoid. I'm going to be taking the next left, and then I'm going to be coming back out on that roundabout, and that's going to be the end of this little tutorial on roundabouts. So rear, left mirrors, left signal, can't see inside the junction, and Kaimau Road. Right mirror to come out, rear and view mirror. And I can see there's a crossroads in front of me, which I'm going to be turning left. And the reason why I want to do this roundabout again, which is worth watching to the end, is because of the lane position I'm going to take to actually go straight ahead on the roundabout. I'm going to be in a right position, although two lanes are actually going straight ahead. So when you've got two lanes going straight ahead, there's going to be two lanes on the exit. So if I was to be going straight after the roundabout, then I'd take the left of the two lanes. But because I'm turning right after the roundabout, I'm going to take a right position on approach, so it saves doing a lane change after. So rear, right mirrors, right position. There's no signal because I'm going straight. I'm going to pick first gear to try and give this blue car time to go. Because I've started on the right, I stay to the right as I go into the roundabout. So the learner car on my left will be going in the left-hand lane. So I'm just checking again. Rear, left mirrors, left indicator to come off, stay into the right. So now I'm going to be turning right at the traffic lights. So rear, right mirrors, right signal because I'm stopping on the stop line. I'm going to wait for these two cars to go before I start thinking about moving. So that's the first one. So I'm going to wait for this one should start to move now. So now I can move forward. Lights are changing. The pickup truck should stop. So in I go. So now I'm back into Ashbourne Way, and I'm just heading back to where the test centre is. So I hope this video has given you a better understanding about roundabouts and how we can position ourselves. If on your driving test the examiners ask you to take certain positions in the road, take note of what is happening, because they're trying to give you a little bit of help on difficult junctions. So make sure you're listening to the examiner. If there's two lanes going in the same direction and you know what is coming up after, then you can take an early position. But if an examiner does not give you an instruction, you should always be taking the default position for going straight ahead, which would be a left position. So if there's two lanes going straight ahead and you haven't had any instruction, you take the left of those lanes. If they say we're going to be turning right after the roundabout and there's two lanes on approach, you can use the right hand lane. So listen to what the examiners are actually saying to you, because they will try and give you a little bit of help. So I hope this video has given you a little bit of a understanding of what type of roads are around the Cardiff area, around the test centre. As I said right at the beginning, it's not a test route. This is just to try and get you to have a better understanding on what roads you could be actually covering while on your driving test. And like I say, I hope this video has helped. If it has, please hit the subscribe button, give us a like, leave us a comment, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.